Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Yes, as you can see, we are going all in with the bullet journal, which of course means it's a new plan with me. And yes, it is for March. As you read in the title, we are going all out and doing Super Mario. I have a 5.5-year-old who absolutely loves his Mario and Luigi, so why not put a fun, colorful spread together? I needed some color in my life for this month. And if you need that too, make sure you check this out. And if you do recreate this, make sure you tag me on Instagram, as I would love to see what you put together. Now, if you are new here, first off, welcome. I'm super excited to have you here. I do create new videos every Friday and would love for you to subscribe and join in and see what I create on here. Some of it's bullet journal based, some of it's life and health. And I would just love to bring you along this journey. Now for this spread, it did take quite a bit of time just because it is character based, which I have not done before, and I needed them to be perfect, of course. So it was a lot of tracing at first, and then now we're gonna walk through and outline all the different spreads, and then we'll go back in and color. I also did something super different for the weeklies, which you'll see come up here in a bit. And I am just really excited with how this came together. Now for all my outline work, I actually did use the Papermate Flare pen. You guys have heard me talk about that before. It is one of my favorite markers to outline with. Yes, it's not a super fine tip. However, I trust that it does not bleed when I use it. And that to me, honestly, is worth more. And I still think I got some really nice outline on here. It's not too thick and it came together super nicely. Now this of course is our cover page. I always like having a nice opening introduction, setting the mood for the upcoming month, what's to come, and I just really like how this tied together. I really tried to incorporate all Super Mario stuff just in different creative ways. And I think every page tells a unique story, which I always love. When they're a bit different, but they're still tied together. You guys will see in the end what I mean by all of this. And here is our monthly spread, which I always find super useful as I am a mom of two, traveling husband. I need to have an overall view of the month. Where are we busy? Where are we not? So I am super excited to be putting this together and just doing it in different creative ways. This one, the color you'll see is really going to come in more in the title as well as the monthly layout, but the background that I'm creating with all the different Mario symbols is actually just going to stay black and white. I wanted it to kind of be a, I don't know, pop-out calendar in a sense. And so I just really like how it overall came together in the end. Often I don't know what I'm going to do with the colors yet and just try to get creative. And I think that's the way we learn, grow, try new boundaries. Now I will also say I did make a few mistakes here with my outline. And you've heard me say it before, if you do not have a white gel pen, make sure you invest in one. They are so worth it. I mean, they just, when you make a mistake, it makes me feel better about it. If you're anything like me, a perfectionist, they definitely still give me a little bit of frustration, but I don't want to go ahead and mark over a whole page and start over just because I made one line mistake. So a white gel pen, in my opinion, is a must-have if you are bullet journaling. Now we are on the habit trackers as well as my mood page. I love these little toads and just thought they'd be so much fun. I know I could just go simple and do the little heads, but no, I wanted to go all out and put their bodies in here as well. So we will fast forward through some of these, but I just thought their characters are so cute. And so for my different moods, I'm gonna be coloring in their hats. So for right now that you guys see it, it's gonna look super simple, but I know I'm gonna love this page in the end. And hopefully we'll see a lot of red hats since I'm choosing that to be my color for Joy, just since that's generally the color that their hats are. I'm so excited to be filling this out. Okay, and then over here on the right hand side, we have the habit trackers where I actually chose to do these pixelated coins. So at first they're gonna be black outlined, which you'll see, and then I'm gonna be filling them in with like a yellowish gold throughout the month as I complete the different things, so that I'm gonna have 6 beautiful coins. I just think it's a really neat creative way, and there are actually 31 little boxes for me to fill out, so it's exactly 1 box per day, which I thought was super neat and a fun way to just tie in the month with the habit trackers. Now this is where I am doing things a little bit different. If you have not heard, there is something called the Alastair method for bullet journaling, and I'll talk a little bit more about it in the end, but it's really a different way of setting up your weekly spreads, and I wanted to try it out this month because I'm a very task-based person, but I also don't complete everything every day since I'm a busy mama, and that means I'm migrating a lot of stuff, and honestly some days I feel like I'm wasting a lot of pages. So as I fill this in with color too, you'll see I actually on my left hand side have all my events for the week, and then on the right hand side I am just gonna have all my different tasks. And that way you'll see with the Alastair method in the end how much space I'm actually gonna be saving, hopefully. So I am trying it out for the full month, and we will see how that all goes. And now for the fun part, friends, we are gonna go ahead and color. And I need to tell you guys, I didn't realize how fun this would be. I'm normally not one to color in coloring books. It's fun from time to time, but this was so satisfying. I think it's because I had put together the pages, and so to just see them come to life and what I had imagined for so long was just so neat, and I love how it came to be. Now I'll also make sure to link, of course, everything in the description below, so that if you want to get some of these different tools I'm using, you definitely can. A lot of it's Crayola markers, my Papermate pens, brush pens. So there's a lot of different ways to get creative and do it inexpensively. I sometimes use the Tombow markers, but honestly, I don't find that I need them that often. And when I buy the packs, I don't always get all the colors that I need. So it's really what works for you. In this case, like I said, I will definitely link everything below. Oh, it looks so cool with all the colors in here. Right now I'm just adding the little dots in the corner to make it like those little question mark boxes, but then of course just putting the dates instead. I think besides the weeklies and the way I'm getting creative with those, this is my favorite spread just because it's such a strong statement opening. Of course you can see what the theme is, and the colors just pop out. I love it. Now this one, the colors are going to be very basic that I'm putting so far, just because again, trackers, you really don't fill it in until the month actually takes place, but it will look absolutely amazing in the end. I'm already getting so excited for the end of the year flip through, or I'll probably do one honestly mid-year when I switch over to another calendar. I'm already thinking that by June, I'm going to be pretty full in this one, but it is just going to look so neat. I love going back and looking at my spread from previous months. And I've gotten really good at updating my habit trackers. I used to be awful at it, but I think getting creative in this way really helps me out. And here I was just trying to find inspiration for what 6 things I wanted to track for March. Now back to the weeklies here. So I am actually, as I said, on the right-hand side, gonna list out all of my tasks. So the color that I'm putting right now on Mario is really gonna be my backdrop for all my upcoming tasks. And you'll kind of see it in the end. I'm gonna walk through how I'm using the Alastair method, but I just need it to be more of a subtle color, where the strong pigmented red is more on the left-hand side, where I'm also tracking a few different things. So I'm doing 3 big deals that I wanna get done that week, favorite moment of the week, the theme song for the week, which I thought was kind of neat, and then a little notes page, and then of course any events that I already know are gonna happen on specific dates. I just think this came together so neat. I'm really excited to try this method. If you have tried the Alastair method before, please make sure, comment below. Let me know any tips, tricks, things you like, don't like, because I want to learn and find out what works best. And at first I was just gonna do 1 week, but I really think in order to give it a decent shot, I really need to do a full month of it and see how it works for me. So you'll see all 4 of the layouts are very, very similar. Normally I like to switch my weeklies up. In this case, really the only thing that I'm switching is of course my titles and then the image of who we have on there, which I'm hoping is gonna motivate me enough. I thought this turned out super cute, it's super creative. And here I am actually going in and just doing a more bold title for my tasks and then going over it with my white gel pen. And also, if you're wondering, with all this pencil that I used, I was actually able to go in afterwards and erase everything, and pretty much all the pencil came off. I was super excited for that because it doesn't always happen. I will just say, be careful, don't get too violent, because sometimes you tend to crease your paper, which of course you don't want. Also, if you have suggestions for what you want to see in upcoming videos in terms of the plan with me, different themes, let me know. I would love your inspiration. You guys are honestly part of what drives me. And so if there's something specific you want to see, let me know and I will do my best to incorporate it in future months. Oh, this is so cute. I love Yoshi. He's so adorable. And just like that, friends, we are wrapping up the week. I always start my month with the washi tape, so let's look through this. I love how colorful and clean it is. It was exactly what I wanted it to be. I already started filling out my monthly, which just shows you how excited I am about this upcoming month. I did also go ahead and add the emotions here. I realized after I had recorded that I had forgotten some of those, so I always love going back and adding some of those final things. Now these weekly spreads are really where I was using the Alastair method, and as I said in the video, I would go ahead and explain that to you guys. Now the Alastair method really has to do with this task page here, as well as the event I'm gonna have over here. This portion right here is not associated with it, but were just things I really wanted to track that month. Let me go ahead and give you an example of what's going on this week. So I already know a few things that are gonna happen this month. So events are things that may be reoccurring, doctor's appointments, whatever it may be. So I know on the 9th, my son has karate. And then he also has it on Wednesday and Thursday. And then also on Thursday, I have a volunteer event. And then we have a family birthday. So these are things that I know are gonna happen on that date of the week for this particular week. Now this is more of my tasks where I hate having to rewrite things because they migrate or I didn't complete them. And that is where I really wanted to try how this method works. So first what I would do is make a dot here, of course, for my task. And then I would list out what my task is. In this case, let's say it's laundry. Okay, now laundry I typically always do on Monday, so I'm gonna put my dot as if it's gonna happen on that Monday. Now, a couple other tasks that may take place this week. Maybe I want to record new video. And maybe I plan to do that on Tuesday, and then I'd like to edit a video, and maybe we will do that Thursday. Now, maybe I have 3 big deals that I want to get done this week. One of them being paint basement. I can go ahead and add that here, and then I'll go ahead and of course mark it over here. And then mark it on the day that I think I'm going to be able to get that complete, which we will make Wednesday. So really, it just makes it nice and simple for if it migrates, I don't need to rewrite it. And so I think I'm going to be using a lot less space because I'm able to really add more tasks than I typically would. And I just think it makes good use of it. So I'm going to be trying this out for the full month of March, and we'll make sure to keep you guys updated as to how this is going. I will also make sure to link the original article of the Alastair method so that you guys can go check out the details there. Now, with that being said, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your week, and I will see you next Friday.